Hi, my name's Kelly. I'm an explainer here at the New York College of Science, and today we're going to be talking about chemistry. Chemistry is the study of matter and its phase changes. Phase changes happen when you add or take away heat energy to a substance. So there are actually 6 phases of matter, but we're only going to be talking about three main ones, which are solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, for example, is ice. Liquid water is an example of a liquid, and the gaseous clouds in the sky are a gas. Matter is made up of these tiny little things called atoms and molecules, and they are everywhere around us. Everything has matter, and atoms and molecules actually act a lot like we do. So I want you guys to imagine you're in a really crowded bus on a really hot day. Chances are you're not going to want to be close to everyone else. You're going to want to be far apart. And atoms and molecules do the exact same as well. When atoms and molecules get cold, they lose heat energy and come together. But when they get hot, they gain heat energy and will spread apart from one another. If you add or take away enough energy, the atoms and molecules will switch phases. For example, solids are formed when the atoms are really close together, and gases are formed when the atoms and molecules are really far apart. Liquids are in the middle. When matter undergoes a significant change in heat energy, that is known as a phase change. So now we're going to take a closer look at atoms and molecules as well as phase changes. And to help us with that, we have a balloon and a pot right here. How many of these balloons do you think we could fit into this one pot? It definitely looks like we can only fit one of these balloons into our pot. But would you believe me if I said I could fit 3 of these in one pot? Probably not, but it is possible. And to help us, we are going to be using this really cold chemical called liquid nitrogen. It is so cold it boils at -320 degrees Fahrenheit. And it is so cold, safety must be first. So safety goggles and gloves are a must. Okay, so now let's try restuffing these into our liquid nitrogen. Oh my gosh, what do you guys notice is happening? It's shrinking, but why? Alright, so there's balloon number 1. Here is balloon number 2. And here is balloon number 3. Okay, so we were able to fit 3 balloons into this pot because since liquid nitrogen is so cold, the atoms and molecules came so close together, it took up less space. So now, let's actually take these out. Oh my gosh, now what do you guys see is happening? They're getting big again, but why? Yeah. Guys, since it is so much warmer around us than in the liquid nitrogen, more heat energy is being added to our atoms and the molecules as well as heat, and they are spreading farther apart and taking up more space. So now let's actually take out this clear balloon. Do you guys see what's in it? There's actually a liquid at the very bottom of our balloon. So the atoms and molecules came so close together that it actually became a liquid. So we went from a gas to a liquid, and it takes up much less space. And here we actually went from a liquid to a gas, and it took up a lot more space. Now let's actually review what we have covered. We learned that chemistry is the study of matter and its phase changes. And we also learned that phase changes happen when we add or take away heat energy. What else do you think could get affected by heat energy? Thank you so much for watching. And if you learned something today, please like and subscribe to our channel. Bye!